what's up, y'all? It's your boy Paul. So let's get into some mess of the mess for this Monday, Messy Mondays. And first up, we got up, so let's get down to it. We ain't gonna be long today, but let's get into it. I said, please. I said, trying to set up to get this thing set up. This stupid stream getting on my nerves. But let's get into the mess of the mess. And first up is the White House. Hold up. Okay, it's the White House. So apparently, the White House had a press conference where the secretary tried to say that the attorney general didn't never mention that he had the Epstein client list. So apparently, also side note that the government actually came out to say that Epstein did not have a client list, and I said that's a damn lie, because I said, please, that's the whole reason why y'all put his right hand woman. That's why she's serving time now, because she was a part of the whole thing. She was helping him recruit young girls. I said, please, there was a list of multiple people. There was people on his plane. Donald Trump was one of them. Even Bill Clinton was on that plane, but we don't know if Bill Clinton ever went to the or whatever. But now, the secretary gonna come out and say that she didn't, that never happened. That the attorney general never mentioned. And the one of the correspondents, White House correspondent, called her out and said, "No, I quote and quoted that the attorney general did." I said, "Ooh, she didn't have nothing to say." I said, so it's very crazy that they are now actually saying that there's no proof, there's no list of his so-called clientele. And I said, that's a lie. That's a whole lie. That's why y'all put him in jail. That's why it took y'all so long. He was out of jail for so long on house arrest. Y'all actually went through all of this work to get him in jail, but actually slipped up on y'all job, and why y'all had him locked up for serving his time for what he has done. Y'all left him unwatched, and he took it, and he ended up leaving this earth by a self-suicide. So let's make this make sense. What's really going on? What's the real tea? Because I said y'all covering up a lot of things. Y'all covering up because Donald Trump. We already know he's a known felon who's in the White House, and he's trying to cover his tracks, and whoever else of them billionaires is on that list, he's trying to cover them up too. And I wouldn't think less of the attorney general not really doing their job to begin with. Anyway, he's in office. Let's move on past them. Let's get into the next thing we got and that will be right here, y'all. So I hate this thing. I don't know why it does that. So now let's get into another. So it seems like there's a lot of accusations coming out. So a Tyler Perry actor ended up coming out to let us know that one of Tyler Perry's studios, his Tyler Perry studio VP, actually awed him. Excuse me, the actor. And the actor has his own social media on Instagram. He got a full thing of where he videotaped him talking about what went on. That this was actually that he said Tyler Perry has the input in he accused Tyler Perry of being implicated in it as covering it up. Yes, I said, oh baby. I said, this gets thicker and thicker. I said, the more and more it goes on, it just gonna keep getting worse. I said, so you actually had your own stuff you going through. On top of that, Tyler, now you covering up for your VP and what he allegedly has done to this actor. And you covering up like the young man ended up saying that, he talked to his lawyer. He said he talked to his lawyer and everything, but they telling him he been told by certain people, whatever, allegedly saying that they actually that the statute of limitation is up. And he said, my lawyer never told me anything, so I don't know what they're talking about. So it's like it's getting thicker and thicker, baby. Because I said the tea gonna keep coming, and I'm gonna keep the ear to it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's move on to the next, and let's get into the next thing we got up. I can't stand this thing. This thing get on my nerves already. Everything is out of order. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So now let's get into American Idol winner, um, Jamal Robert. So he ended up coming out on his social media and letting us know that the city he was born in, Mississippi City, actually he was getting threatened. The mayor had offered him the key to the city, and he been getting threatened and saying people been saying he don't deserve it and anything. So he came to social media to let us know that he's gonna deny it. He gonna actually say no, thank you. Just give it to somebody that actually deserves it. Since I'm getting threats and stuff, and they saying I don't deserve it because he doesn't live there anymore. I said, what's the point of him living there? He was born and raised there. That's the whole point. The mayor wanted to give him the key. He won American Idol. He's doing the thing for himself. But it's always some haters out there that's gonna hate. But keep it pushing. So let's move on to next. Let's get into we got the one and only Miss Lauryn Hill herself. Look at that. Look at that hair, baby. That hair is laid into side, baby. She came to perform. But apparently at Essence, she performed at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And fans was waiting. They said the stadium was half empty. But you had people who was on their social media and stuff and said, where Lauryn Hill at? She need to hurry up. Because they said Babyface went on and stuff, and Babyface was tired by the end of the night, and Lauryn Hill was going. They said apparently, come to find out, Lauryn Hill and Maxwell was actually added to the roster at last minute, and she was over. Lauryn Hill is later than late, over 2 hours, 3 hours late, and she performed all the way until almost to 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, girl, this is pathetic at this point. I said, now, you done said, stuff before about you being late, and, that's just what it is. But I said, this is unacceptable. I said, you at Essence Fest, which is the biggest thing for black people, it's for the culture. That means you need to be on, I'm sorry to say this, you need to be on white people time, bright and early. You need to be hours before you supposed to go on. Be doing that. Ain't nobody. I said you better be glad the fans, your so-called fans, actually stayed until you came on and you performed. I said, because that's ridiculous. Late, you being late for no reason to me. Over 2 hours, no. I'd have got my money back. At that point, I'd have been really mad. I didn't see all these other performers who didn't got up here, did their thing, gave us everything they got, and you the last performer to come out, and you over 2 hours late to get up there, and then you get up there looking like this. I'm so silly. But girl, Lord, here you gonna do you. You gotta do better. You gotta do better. And that was the first night. And I said the first night you should. I understand if you did it you performing the last night, then cool. But you performing the first night, meaning you should have been there on time and gave the show of your life, showing that I'm doing better. I'm on time. I'm giving y'all the performance. I ain't slacking. But you couldn't do that. You had to be Miss Lauryn Hill to the fullest. But that's all we got for Lauryn. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's move on to the next. And okay. Now let's get into the mess of the mess of the mess. So New Orleans police, y'all tripping down. So they still got one inmate who out of the 10 that was escaped. It's one man who's number one. He's the winner. He's the winner. So they said he may have changed his appearance. So this, that's him at the top regularly. And then these are the other appearance he may look. He may be a female now. I said, y'all know y'all so petty people. No, y'all did say this. I said, if well, he been out for what? How long it's been? It's been like what, 2 months now? It's been about a month or two. About that, I said, so he doing good. He doing good. We gonna see how long he gonna go. Cause he actually went on and said he went, wow. I have never won anything. Been I have never won anything in my life. I said, now you talk to them as well. I said, these people crazy, but I said, New Orleans police, y'all know y'all wrong there. Well, he's the last man standing and he running. Y'all said he down, he impersonating the woman. And he doing a good job. Because they said he didn't grow his hair out. So now he supposedly grew the hair out. This how he may have looked. He looked now. He got the different ones. He may got that sharp bob. He may have switched over. He may have ran into some money and been able to get some braids. Then switch over from that. He then probably, grew it out, got it got a little shape up, and now he looking like he looking more mannish. Yeah, so stupid. But let's move on. I was like, okay, there we go. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And we got oh God, that's Jock. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this bigger. That'll work. Okay, so Mr. Jock, if you haven't heard, this man, I want to say yesterday, ended up posting. I did a short clip on it. He posted a little post about he tired of having to defend himself against his wife. So apparently, on a radio show that he has in Atlanta, he ended up answering questions, saying that he was in New Orleans. So apparently, he was in New Orleans, and apparently, somebody, a fan or whatever, sent the picture to his wife, saying that he was apparently, in a Uber with some chick, some thick chick, and that wasn't true. Apparently, the girl got it wrong. It was her man who was driving the Uber actually told her something else, and she just did her own thing with it and went back to Kendra. He said that was wrong, but he said, I'm tired of her believing what people send to her, and whatever. But I said, you got to understand, you've been cheating on this woman the whole entire time y'all was together. Before y'all even stepped down the aisle, you was cheating. When y'all took that little break, whatever you did during that break, that's what happened. You ended up with a child. Okay. After that she should have walked away, but she did. She married you. So to me, she was okay with the child. But now it's like constantly there's more and more things going on. And he get on a radio show, his radio show, he asked a question saying that he actually has changed and everything, and he's a good I might Jock, you I'm gonna be like this. I don't trust Jock. Never have, never will. I said because Jock don't seem like he has overall. Why Kendra can't trust you? I said your wife does not trust you, and it doesn't matter. It's to her when it comes to these people coming. It shouldn't be a reason. It shouldn't be at any point any woman DMing her about y'all relationship. That's her whole thing about it. She shouldn't be getting no DMs, no nothing coming to her. That's her thing about it, to make her think like, oh, he up to the same old stuff. He said he didn't got cussed out and everything because of this. I said, you probably have. But I said, it's up to you. Either you going to stick it in there or you not. Either divorce her and get it over with. Because I'm tired of both of y'all. I said, I'm not about to deal with no Love and Hip Hop bull crap. That's because Love come back and y'all about to irk my nerves with this. I'm tired of you and Kendra. I'm tired of Rashida and her no good man, because she no good with him. I'm tired of Yandy and her gutter man, that she should have left him where he was. But it's what it is. It's like it's about to start, the show about to come back on. Y'all about to give us nothing but drama. The same old stuff. Ain't nothing changed. Y'all ain't grew. Y'all ain't changed. Y'all still in the same old sock. It's just going around in a cycle. And I'm done. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, because they didn't got on my nerves. Bad jock. So let's get into the next thing. Oh, we got this low down heifer. I can't stand her. Come on. Okay, now we got Miss Really. Now we got Dr. Heavenly Kimsley. So this heifer then launched her campaign to run for so that's what she's running for. She's saying, I'm a businesswoman, I'm a doctor, I'm a mother, a doctor, etc. And I, I want to, do things and stand up. I said, girl, you can't even. I said, if you can't handle what's going on, married to medicine and how you act like that, how you gonna represent District 53? It's 53 or 54. I want to make. I feel like it's 53. I say, enjoy. I said, girl, go sit down somewhere. And as her campaign manager, I said, baby, this is about to be some full love. So is this your new storyline on Married to Madison? Because if it is, girl, bye. Bye. Because I said, wait, but hold on. Even better, I said, this can stay your storyline on Married to Madison. Because I want them to get all y'all dirty. You and your husband. Representative, I hope the other side, people who are running, actually dig up everything about you and your man and all the dirt y'all done got, because I need to know it. You might as well, you go ahead and run ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting for it. Over there to Married to Madison just to see your downfall. Because I can't stand you. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Heavenly. But that's all I got for y'all today. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in. Come on. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a nice day. Bye, y'all.